Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Happy Halloween everybody. Welcome to our little virtual Halloween party. Today we're going to do some things that you might normally do in a preschool class for Halloween time at a Halloween party. We can't really be together, but we can still have our fun and do things this way this year. Okay guys? So some of those things, we're going to read a couple books, do some finger play, sing a song. We're going to do a science experiment together, play a game, and I'm going to have you guys get up and move your bodies in a little bit. Let's start off with our favorite finger play we've been doing this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pumpkins. You ready? Get your gates out. Well, mine looks like a fence today, doesn't it? 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are leaves in the air." Third one said, "I don't care." Fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Ooh, went the wind and out went the lights. The 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. All right, let's start and move along here with a book. If you guys know the book, Click, Clack, Moo, Cow's the Type. This is the Halloween story. It says, click, clack, boo. Let's see what happens inside. Okay, Farmer Brown does not like Halloween. Do you know anybody that doesn't like Halloween, that doesn't like to get dressed up and go trick-or-treating? Some people don't. Some people don't like Halloween. Well, witches give him nightmares. Pirates give him shivers. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker spooky shadows on the wall. Sounds like he's kind of scared of Halloween. That's what I'm hearing. Farmer Brown leaves a bowl of candy on the porch. He puts up a "Do Not Disturb" sign. He draws the shades and locks the door. But in the barn, the Halloween party has just begun. Let's see, what's Cow dressed up as? Do you know what that is? He's a skeleton. I'm not sure who we have here, but I think we've got some clues. Let's take a close look. Our 3 little ghosts here. They have little webbed feet, a tail that's going up, and a beak. You think those might be chickens? That's what I'm thinking. There is a crunch, crunch, crunching as the mice scurry across the field. There is a creak, creak, creaking as the sheep slowly push open the barn door. There's a tap, tap, tapping, and the cows go to the window to let the cats in. Farmer Brown does not like the sounds of Halloween night. He checks the lock on the door. He peeks through the window. There's a dark creature standing beneath the trees. Look at that dark creature. Can you tell who that is? Do you see any clues on his head there? Let's find out. Farmer Brown runs into his room, pulls on his pajamas, and climbs under the covers. He just wants it to be the next day, doesn't he? He hears the crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading towards the house. There is a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch. Look at Farmer Brown. How does he feel? Are you scared? Then a tap, tap, tapping on the front door. Farmer Brown pulls up his covers tight. He hears a quack, quack, quackle in the crisp air night. Quackle? Farmer Brown jumps out of bed. The porch is empty and the candy bowl is gone. There's a new note on Farmer Brown's door. Halloween party at the barn. It's an invitation. Farmer Brown runs to the barn. There's a creak, creak, creaking on the old boards of the front porch and a crunch, crunch, crunching of leafy footsteps heading toward the barn. There's a tap, tap, tapping on the window. Who's there this time? Last time it was the cats, now it's Farmer Brown. That was Duck that was at his door before, and he won the award for Best Costume. Happy Halloween. Look, he shared his award with Farmer Brown, and there's the candy. They had just brought it to their party. Okay, so for our party today, like I said, I want to do some movement with you guys. You remember our 5 pumpkins? Well, I have some. Let me grab them. These guys aren't so little though, not on this fence, on this gate. They're kind of big. Can you count these numbers with me? Let's see, it says 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each one of my 5 pumpkins has something different to say than they did in our finger play. Nobody's going to say it's getting late. Nobody's going to be sassy. We're going to see what each pumpkin says, and then we're going to do what each pumpkin says. So let's start with pumpkin number 1, which is right here. Number 1. I'm going to take that off my gate, and it says, flap your bat wings 8 times. Okay, can you make bat wings? Whether you have them big like this or like this, we're going to flap them 8 times. You can stand up to do this if you'd like. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see what number 2 wants us to do. Number 2 says, nod your head 13 times. Do you know how to nod? That's when you go up and down like this. 13 times. Let's count it out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that hurts a little, doesn't it? That's tiring. Number 3. Should we do them in order? Let's jump around. We did 1 and 2. Let's do this one. Let's see what number 5 says. Number 5 says, run in place 20 times. Can you get your bodies up? We're going to run in place 20 times. Ready? Let's count to 20 while we run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take a breath. Let's see what number 3 says. Number 3 says, oh, don't get too comfortable. Jump up and down 10 times. You ready? 10 times up and down. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now take another breath. Your hearts are probably pounding a little. They're getting moving here. Number 4, look right to left 10 times. This one wants us to do it 10 times. So you're going to just turn your head like this. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now shake it out a little. Loosen your bodies up. Now that you're all warmed up, I want to play a game with you. This game, your grown-up can print off a pumpkin sheet on Facebook. There's a pumpkin sheet to print off there. Let me show it to you. Or you can just get a piece of paper and draw a circle on it and make that your pumpkin, whatever you'd like. But what we're going to do, my pumpkin is empty. He's blank. So we're going to take a dice. This is a dice cube. It's a little cube. It has 6 sides on it. And on each side are dots. See how there's different numbers of dots on each one? Let's see what numbers are on here. How many dots are right here? Just 1. How about here? 1, 2. How about here? 1, 2, 3. And over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And finally we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 sides on a cube and each one has its own number. What we're going to do, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the dice. But what we're all going to do is decorate our pumpkins by what the dice tells us to do. So the first time I roll the dice, I'm going to get a number, and that's going to tell us how many eyes we're going to put on our pumpkin. The second time I roll and we get a new number, that's how many noses, then mouths, then ears, then teeth, then hairs. That's how many hairs we'll put on our pumpkin. So I'm going to shake it up. And if you have a dice at home, you can use your own and do a different number if you'd like to. I'm going to roll it, and it came up with the number 3. There's 3 dots. So that means, are you guys ready? We're going to put 3 eyes. Can you put 3 eyes on your pumpkin? Let's see. I'm going to use my green crayon. He's going to get a triangle eye, mine is 1. He's going to get a rectangle eye over next to it, 2. But he's going to get a big circle eye up here so he can really keep his eye on us. So my pumpkin has 1, 2, 3 eyes. Let's find out how many noses he's going to have. You ready? Let me get my dice. And I rolled a 1. He gets 1 nose just like we have. This time I think I'm going to use a red crayon. And he's going to get mine's going to get a funny nose. It's going to look like this, and then like this, almost like a heart. That's going to things at the top and the bottom. Okay, so he has one nose. Next is how many mouths he's going to have. Oh, let's find out. Ready? Okay, roll the dice. Can you shake with me? Even if you don't have a dice, shake it, roll it. We got, oh, just one again. One mouth. What shape mouth do you guys want to put on yours? What shape are you going to put on yours? I'm going to put, well, I know teeth is coming up, so I'm going to give him an open mouth, and I'm going to use my gray crayon this time. He's going to have a nice, he's a happy pumpkin. He's going to have a nice, big smile. Mine's going to have a nice, big smile there. Okay, ears. How many ears is our pumpkin going to have? Let's find out. See, we get something besides one this time. Shake and roll. Oh, no. We got the biggest number. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our pumpkin's hearing is going to be really good. I'm going to do 3 on each side. That's how I'm going to do mine. How are you going to do yours? You can do it however you want. He's going to have an ear up here. He's going to have an ear on the side and an ear on the bottom. And then same thing over here. 1, 2, 3. So he has a total of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a silly, silly looking pumpkin. 6 ears. Okay, in his nice big smiley mouth, let's see how many teeth I'm going to give him. You ready? Roll and shake, and we got, I keep getting 1. He's only going to have 1 tooth. Let's see. He's going to have a purple tooth. He doesn't take very good care of his teeth. He doesn't brush them. So his tooth is nice and big and purple. I'm going to color that in even. There's his 1 happy tooth. Okay, we had 1 tooth. We have one more thing to add to our pumpkin, and that is how many hairs are we going to draw on his head. You ready? Let's give this one a really long, good shake. Mix it around, and we got 4. He's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think my pumpkin is going to have all different color hair. He's going to have a curly red one right here. He's going to have a straight gray one right there. He's going to have an orange one here that falls down onto his face. 1, 2, 3. I need one more. Let's see. I also have purple. He's going to have one more curly hair over here. Ta-da! There's my pumpkin. How did yours turn out? Let's see. They are very silly looking. That was a game that you can play again and again. All you need is a piece of paper, a crayon, and a dice, and you can give your pumpkin all kinds of different faces. How many of you have carved a pumpkin this year? How many of you bought a pumpkin and carved a face into it? Did you? I did. I have one. Would you like to see the one I carved? Let me move this out of the way. Get my crayons off of here so they don't fall down. This one, by the way, this pumpkin here, this was made for me by a friend. And I've had a few problems because if you see the straw in here, my cat loves it. She keeps taking the straw and running away with it. But I'm going to leave it here today. That was made for me by a special friend, so I'm going to leave that here for our party. Okay, I'm going to move this. You ready to see my pumpkin? Oh, he's kind of heavy, so it's going to take me a second here. Get up and get him. Oh, he's really heavy. Boys and girls, meet my pumpkin. This is the pumpkin that I carved. I like a pumpkin with a happy face, a happy face, a happy face. I like a pumpkin with a happy face, smiling in the night. I like a pumpkin with a scary face, a scary face, a scary face. I like a pumpkin with a scary face, spooking in the night. I like a pumpkin with an angry face, an angry face, an angry face. I like a pumpkin with an angry face, growling in the night. What kind of face did you guys give your pumpkin? Is it a happy face, a scary face? Did you carve shapes? I know some people get really clever with their carving and turn pumpkins almost into something else. I'm not that great at carving, so I keep mine very simple. But I wanted to show you guys something. I'm going to do a science experiment with him. But before we do that, when I went to get my pumpkin, I've had him for a couple weeks. He's been sitting out in front of my house, and I went to bring him in so I could carve him. Look what I discovered. Let me take off his top here for a second. Somebody has been munching on my pumpkin. We have a lot of squirrels in my neighborhood right now, and they've come over and they helped themselves to a little bit of my pumpkin. So when I'm done, when Halloween is over, I think I'm just going to put him in my grass, and I'm going to let the squirrels come and eat what's on the inside, what's on the outside, and let them have a little snack and enjoy some Halloween treats just like we get to do. Okay, I said I want to do an experiment with you. My pumpkin is going to help us do the experiment today. I have something, I have a container here, and I'm going to pour it into my pumpkin. Let's see what happens. You ready? You ready, big guy? I'm going to have to take this off of you. I'll put it over here so the boys and girls can see. Watch my pumpkin. Let's see what happens when I pour this inside. You ready? Let's count it down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I go. Oh no! Look what happened to my pumpkin. Oh! He is foaming green at the mouth. Oh, my poor pumpkin. Can you see that? That was kind of cool, wasn't it? That was a really easy science experiment that you can do at home with a pumpkin or with anything else. You need 2 ingredients and that's all. You need baking soda, which we all have in our kitchen because we use it for a lot of things. It's used in a lot of different baking things. You can use it for cleaning. I'm sure your grown-up has some baking soda somewhere. And the other thing you need is vinegar. I just happen to have a very large container of vinegar, but that's vinegar. So what that's called is an acid-base reaction. The acid is the vinegar and the base is the baking soda. And when they mix together like that, we get what's called carbon dioxide. And that's what makes those bubbles and makes it ooze out. Now, the only reason mine was green was because I also added some green food coloring just to make it a little bit more colorful. So if you have your grown-up's permission, you can make your pumpkin kind of ooze everything out of his eyes and nose and mouth too, because it's kind of fun to do that. So that was our science experiment today, and that's why it works. The 2 things go together, and that combination causes a reaction, and it makes the bubbles, and it makes the oozing. And I don't know if you could hear it, but it also makes a fun fizzing sound as well. Okay, you guys, here's a finger play we haven't done yet. Can you show me? Make 2 circles with your hands. We're going to put them over our eyes. You ready? See my big and scary eyes? Watch out now for a big surprise. Boom! Did I scare you? You want to do it again with me one more time? Let's do it one more time, and then maybe later you can scare somebody. See my big and scary eyes? Watch out now for a big surprise. Boom! That's a fun, scary one. I have one more book I would like to read to you, then I'm going to send you off and wish you a happy Halloween. But first, like I said, one more book, my friend Mouse. Mouse has a whole series of books about things he's doing for the first time. He's got a starting school book, he's got Halloween, Valentine's Day, and I think he might have a Christmas book, but I'm not sure. And I enjoy reading Mouse's experiences when he does things for the first time. So let's find out about his first Halloween. Mouse's first... I don't know if you can hear, but he's still sizzling over here. Mouse's first Halloween. One spooky night when the moon was bright, Mouse crept around, and this is what he found. High in the sky, Mouse saw something flying by. Flit, flit, flit. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What do you think? Look at the picture for clues. What do you think is flying in the sky? I think it's got the same kind of wings that we had earlier. Remember, those were bat wings. Swooping bats, that's all. Not so scary after all. They're actually rather cute. Down on the ground, Mouse heard something moving. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? Tumbling leaves, that's all. Not so scary after all. Up on a pole, Mouse saw something flapping. Flip, flip, flip. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? Any guesses? What would be up on a pole? A waving scarecrow. That's all. Not so scary at all. If you're catching on to some of the words that are the same, say them with me. Under a branch, Mouse heard something drooping. Oh, dropping. Plop, plop, plop. Eek! Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What do you think? I don't have a guess this time, do you? Falling apples, that's all. Not so scary at all, after all. Over near the wall, Mouse saw something sneaking. Creep, creep, creep. Eek! Squeaked Mouse. What could it be? What do you think this time? Let's see. scampering kittens, that's all. Not so scary after all. Deep in the shadows, Mouse saw something flickering. Grin, grin, grin. Eek, Mouse squeaked. What could it be? What do you think this time? What's this? That's our clue. It's a glowing jack-o'-lantern. That's all. Not so scary after all. Then on the step, Mouse heard something knocking. Thump, thump, thump. Eek, squeaked Mouse. Thump, thump, thump. What, oh what could it be? Look at the picture. Do you see any clues? Let's find out together. Ready? It's trick-or-treaters, hooray! And they sang trick-or-treat, giggle and fright. It's fun to be scared on Halloween night. Well, I hope your Halloween is not scary. I hope it's fun. I hope you get into your costume and maybe do a little bit of safe trick-or-treating. Please listen to your grown-ups. Be extra safe this year and have a very, very happy Halloween. I will see you guys next week for a new month and all kinds of new stuff going on back here. Bye, everybody. Happy Halloween. Be safe.